I should probably just do a chronological order then. Alright, hey guys, my name's Guardian, doing some tier list about which games are harder to nuzlocke and which games are easier to nuzlocke in out of all the vanilla Pokemon games. And I like to say my opinion is pretty valid because I do consider myself as a pro nuzlocker. Do a ton of nuzlocks. I've completed many relatively easily. Lots of experience. You get the gist. Whatever. I'll just do it chronologically ordered. Then, red, blue, yellow. Yellow is a bit harder. The later game is like everything past, I guess, the first gym is harder, and like the first gym is usually a breeze without as long unless you pick Charmander as your starter. I guess left to right is hard. I'll go from hardest to easiest. So like yellow is harder than these two. I think there's many minuscule differences between blue and red, so I'll just put them around the same. I'll just keep them like this because I'm too lazy to move them around and actually think about it. I mean, there's a lot of like broken stuff you can abuse in Gen 1. Lots of Pokemon get to do like a bunch of busted shit because of it. Um, enemy Pokemon only have fucking level up learn sets as well. The fights are really easy, I guess, unless I guess like maybe the first two gyms could be a trouble if you pick Charmander. But besides that, like um, there's nothing to really worry about. I guess the champion is like the only thing you have to worry about. But you can plan easily for that one as long as you don't get any deaths throughout the Elite Four. Ice type Lorelei could be like a pain in the fucking ass in Gen 1. Sabrina, Gen 1 also could be a pain. Besides that, I think it's relatively easy. Uh, Crystal Gold, Silver. Yeah, they removed a bunch of broken shit that you could abuse, so that automatically just makes it casual. Uh, level curve could be is like kind of a pain in the ass because well to raise up new Pokemon, but when it comes to fighting people, not that much. I guess people could struggle with Whitney. Besides that, I wouldn't say any of the other fights are really that hard. Uh, I guess grinding up to red could be fucking hard as well. I'll say it's still easier just because you can't abuse a bunch of broken mechanics, but um, I'm not sure if it's casual tier. Uh, I will be readjusting this entire list once when I'm done. Gen 3, so Ruby, Sapphire. Sapphire is easier than Ruby because picking Mudkip in Ruby is extremely fucking easy. But yeah, besides that, uh, it's got some like there's some difficult fights. I feel like a lot of double battles just makes it kind of a pain, really. Um, and as the mechanics evolve from Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and such, it does balance the game out more, and because you can't abuse a bunch of stuff because of that, as well as the fact that AI just evolves. So definitely think this is average. Emerald, yeah, I'll put an expert for now. Seems like a hard enough game. Uh, I mean, you know what? I'll move these down to here for now. I'm not sure how to do this really. I'm definitely gonna be making a lot of changes once when I'm done this stuff. Who knows? Fire Red Leaf Green. Yeah, I'd say they're harder. Are they on the same? I don't. Would I put them on casual tier as well? Nah, nah. Whole one's pretty. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's because just because it's Kanto, I'll definitely say. Uh, you got a better selection of Pokemon, but like you're up against harder AI now. You can't abuse a bunch of stuff. Yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. I'll definitely put this above Red, Blue, Yellow in difficulty. Um, but just because it's Kanto, right? I think I'm gonna have to put it under Gen 2 games. Gen 2 is pretty sleeper low. Uh, be like, I think I will put them in casual, whatever. I also just don't want too many fucking games in one tier, so I think this looks about right for now. Gen 4, Diamond Pearl. Whew, okay, this is where stuff gets rough. Yeah, I'd say it's harder than Gen 3 for sure. Where's Pearl? I'm blind, dude. I'm blind. I don't really know which one's harder. Just put it like that. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the hardest game we have so far of all the games I've put in tiers. So like first of all, first gym leader isn't really a pain. The problem is like Fantina can be a fucking pain in the ass. Per Ugly from Mars can be a pain in the ass early game. Wait, no, Fantina's the fourth gym leader in Diamond Pro. That's right. Um, I guess that's why yeah, it's definitely easier than Platinum because that you play you know uh enemy trainers get like a much better selection of Pokemon in Platinum and stuff. So because of yeah, because of that, I'll definitely put an average for now, and then I'll probably put Platinum in the tier above it. Uh, I mean, what does Diamond Pro really have that's harder than? I guess like maybe Cynthia Gastrodon. I think that's just more of a yeah. I guess like playing around like I don't think the Gastrodon has recover right, so it's not really a pain in the ass. Unless you're like a beginner, because I could see beginners like landing two moves on it, then Cynthia just healing the Gastron, and then you just have to fight again. And beginner teams usually suck against ground coverage. I mean like unless you have a grass move really. And then Togekiss is like it has Serene Grace, which is a pain in the ass. You got like I think good Pokemon players actually have to play around that shit and like plan ahead. Like don't use a slow mon, use a faster mon. So that usually means using electric type. Um, but yeah, like I think yeah, I'd say Platinum Cynthia is harder. I think Gastron's just harder for beginners and casuals. So I think Platinum overall is just harder because of the enemy Pokemon that they get. Like I know the Elite Four is definitely much more stacked in Platinum than Diamond Pro. I guess Flint could be easier just because it's all five fire types. So like literally you could just sweep it up with a ground type or water type. Besides that, really, since enemy he's got a better selection of Pokemon, is more of a pain. So I'll definitely put it up over here. So HeartGold to Silver. It's Gen 2, but it's definitely harder than Gen. It's definitely better than the originals. Morty got a nice buff. Enemies get more Pokemon. Overall, just Dragonite is also like stronger and stuff. Yeah, I definitely say it's appropriate to put HeartGold Soul Silver above the Gen 2 originals. Or in Gen 3. Nah, it's still Gen 2. Yeah, it's probably around here. So we're on Gen 5 now. Black and White. I think that's like harder than Diamond Pearl, maybe. Is it? Is it harder than Platinum? Platinum's like so significantly harder than Diamond Pearl by like a decent amount. Yeah, I'll definitely just put it over here for now. I mean, Lenora is a pain in the ass. Lisa and A can do something. Guesses can be a pain as well. Overall, I'd definitely say Black and White is definitely somewhere at the upper part of average tier, maybe even at the top. The starter choice also is just not really nice. I think if you pick Tepig, you'll have a much easier time. If you pick Oshawott and Snivy, it's gonna be a bit rough. I guess like I think a slightly big problem about Black and White is the lack of water types you can get. Like there's Carracosta, Jellicent, Swan, Basculin. Those are the only four water types I can think of on the top of my head, besides the Simipour. Um, Overall, you just don't. I just don't think the water type lineup's really strong, and overall, I think I'd put this at average tier. Uh, I forgot what Seismitoad. That's right. Yeah, and those are like, if you don't get those encounters, then you're kind of screwed, I guess. Well, at least, well, you don't need Surf to beat the first Gen 5 games, so no, whatever. Let's see. Black and White 2 come next. These are, whoops, these are harder than Platinum, yeah. Uh, this is like this is like a tough game. Like I'm gonna admit, this is definitely one of the hardest vanilla games out there. Just all the like I say the early game is relatively easy, except the first gym. You'll like the first gym. I usually like use my first encounter Pokemon as like set as I usually sack them and just like get damage off because overall I feel like the normal type tackle stat with workup is just a pain in the ass to deal with early games. So I guess as long as you play it properly, you should be fine. I do just sacrifice, like I said, I do just sacrifice the Purloins and the Lillipups that I get early game, and let my starter survive. You could get a Mareep or Riolu, and if you're dedicated enough, you could turn that Riolu into a Lucario really fast, and that could help for sure. But like with the way I have level caps, you can't really get the Riolu to learn Force Palm. So I'm gonna assume this list plays under the advanced hardcore Nuzlocke rules. Eliza and Clay still pain in the ass. They changed one of the last gym leaders. Oh yeah, you have to play against Marlin. Is his name, I believe, like the water type guy, instead of Bryce. Uh, huh. I mean, ice types are kind of a pushover. Yeah, I guess it is harder to fight against Marlin. Iris can be a pain in the ass. She's definitely a good strong champion compared to the other ones like Lance, for example. Um, I think, and just like the amount of different Pokemon that you have to deal with, yeah, I'll definitely put Black and White 2 as one of the hardest games. Uh, Gen 6, X and Y. Holy fuck, these games are easy. These games are easy. Oof. I, dude, I guess just like I have to. I think are they harder than Fire Red Leaf Green? Yeah, it's. I guess with the fact that we can cancel, like the fact that opponents just lack full teams and shit until later game where they're just weak. I think X and Y. Yeah, X and Y is like it's super easy. You get free megas and you get fucking whatchamacallit. You get that's right, the friendship shit. That's right. The affection. There we go. Yeah, that shit's like cheating, dude. That's like cheating. That makes the game super easy. But I guess like random trainers could fuck you because I remember my Sylveon died to a sock. He got OHKO'd by Poison Jab in the ice cave or whatever. Um, I guess just with the selection of Pokemon that they have and random trainers, just like giving random faints, and people just usually not preparing for those. I guess I'll put this at beginner, but like it will probably be at the top. Actually, no, maybe not. I just remembered. Oras is probably harder, but still easy as fuck. Um, I mean, it's literally just like, it's like, what else is there to say about this game? Like, they they made they nerfed it's because I guess like Gen 6, you just wanted to make it easier for people, I guess, like heading into 3DS and stuff. Um, Affection shit is broken again. Your starter gets a mega. Uh, Boss fights aren't as hard anymore. You get like so much. You just access so many TMs and stuff. Um, and the fact that like it's basically just yeah, it's basically just Ruby Sapphire, but easier, really. Um, I mean, it's just something that I'm missing, really. Like, oh no, there's not much really. It's just easier Ruby Sapphire. Gen 7, Sun Moon. These are decently difficult. Like Totem fights, Leaf 4, pretty strong. I'm not sure where to put it exactly. I think it's above Black and White. I'd say it's like right here. Probably at the top of average tier. Uh, and Ultra Sun and Moon are fucking hell. I made this tier specifically because I had this game in mind. Oh wait, hold on. I put the Moon games together. That's an oopsie. So yeah, this is fucking hard. Totem fights become harder. Early game is pretty fucking bad. Unless you get the Halusha trade. Um, they really just like they really made this game like it's kind of like a ROM hack version of Sun and Moon where they just made it much harder. And yeah, like it's pretty fucking hard, dude. Like even I was like fucking sweating during some of these tone fights. Like I don't know what the fuck was up. Like just the fact that I have level caps on and no items, and I had to fight against those fucking against totem Pokemon that can call for help, and I'm getting like 2v1 shit. It's just like it's not fun, or it's not easy, is what I'm trying to say. And then these games were literally made for babies. We have too much in beginner tier. I'm gonna start moving shit up. Yeah, okay. Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield. They're probably casual tier. Dynamaxing just makes shit so much easier. It's not that. I wouldn't say it's that easy. With certain fights, and the fact that like in the wild, you just have like underleveled Pokemon, and that could cause some trouble. Just a pretty rare instance. I think it's. I'd say somewhere around here. That's about right. Especially if you turn off Dynamaxing. I feel like turning like no Dynamaxing makes it generally more difficult. I wouldn't say Sapphire and Ruby are that much I mean, easier than Emerald, but still easier. I just want to clean this out, make it look better. Yeah, that looks about right. Let's just take a screenshot real quick. Um, yeah, besides that, really, I think this is about right from what I could think of instantly. There could be some slight changes. You could definitely like move around some games. I think X and Y are probably on the same tier as Oraz. Uh, HeartGold and SoulSilver. Yeah, let's just make a little bit changes here real quick. Um, I mean, would I put Sword and Shield up there as well? Nah, I'd say it's still casual tier. So I think this is the best I could think of right now. You could definitely like move around Diamond Pro, Black and White maybe. Honestly, yeah, like Gen 2 could be a little bit lower. But I don't know really. Like I haven't played Gen 2 games in so long, but I do remember them being easy. I'm not sure, but I can't remember if they're like easier than the Gen 6 stuff. Um, yeah, these are definitely easy. Let's Go is like literally made for babies, dude. Like this shit is so fucking easy. Um, I'll definitely say probably play Fire Red Leaf Green if you want to get into a Nuzlocke, but these Gen 6 games are also something you could definitely try as well. I would say Fire Red Leaf Green are one of these Gen 6 games to start out for your first Nuzlocke. As stretch, you can maybe even do HeartGold, SoulSilver, but that's the most I would say you should do. Besides that, really, uh, maybe one Gen 3 games. I'm not gonna say anything more though. I think you should definitely not play any of these if you want to start one of your first Nuzlocks. I heard Platinum. I heard a lot of people, a lot of beginners start their first Platinum Nuzlocke and they don't. They tend to struggle. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's like I don't know. I feel like my perception of vanilla game Nuzlocks is way different than your average Pokemon player because I mainly just played competitive on Showdown and I learned so much information, got so good at the game just by playing competitive on Showdown. Like, it just made me so much better than how I would be if I was just playing Pokemon games. And then I just transferred all of that knowledge into Nuzlocking, and I was able to get used to it really fast. So, yeah, I mean, because I never really struggled with Platinum Nuzlocke, even though I do think it's harder than these games. Vanilla games are just not that hard in general. Once when you like play them a good amount, I think most people could agree on that. But like, if we had to actually compare them, I think that this would be a nice tier list, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, like Black and White 2 are I do remember I was like a 10-year-old kid and I nearly wiped a clay in Black and White 2. That was horrible. Holy shit. But like once when like literally I played Gen 5 like up to like 2012 I think it was, and then I stopped playing, and then 2014 I just played Showdown competitive all the way up to 2019 I believe. And then after 2019, and then yeah, so so I played 5 years of competitive Showdown. Then I literally just played. I did Nuzlocks on. So basically, I Nuzlocked most of these games for like a year, and it was just really easy, except maybe Ultra Sun Moon. And then I just started doing those ROM hacks, and yeah, that's kind of like why I think when I Nuzlocked these games, I was like, man, this is way easier than I remembered because I just have like so much knowledge now. But I think that's just how it works, really. People uh, all every experienced Nuzlocke or almost every experienced Nuzlocke should like have no trouble playing these games, except maybe Ultra Sun Moon. But like I think it's just a bit hard for me to make a tier list for vanilla games that uh when my skill level just like and experience with Pokemon games just had that giant leap. So I think this is the best tier list I can make. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm just gonna say out. Peace.